It's time now to rediscover a traditional treat. Do you remember opening a bag of pink and white marshmallows on bonfire night, dipping your hand... Forget about all that. These are real marshmallows, and these are the Marshmallowists. Welcome, Una and Kim.
Thank you very much.
These look impressive. What gave you the idea to stick with marshmallows?
We decided to do marshmallows because we knew that we could do something really different with them. So it's all made with whole fruits and essential oils. So all the colours that you see come exactly from the fruits that we use, not anything artificial.
Why marshmallows?
Well, I trained as a chocolate maker in Paris. I've been making them for years, and it's a traditional French recipe that we use, and then moved back to London. And no one else seemed to be doing it, and you can be just as creative with marshmallows in terms of flavours than you can with any other baking product or chocolate.
They look great. What flavour is this one?
The one you've got in your hand is raspberry and champagne. So that's made with whole raspberries, which are pureed up, and then a glass of champagne is added into the mix just to bring out the flavour of the raspberries.
He's doing the bake-off look.
That is absolutely delicious, actually. The way it just melts straight away. You do get that initial hit of raspberry, and that stays with you all the way through. But the texture is fantastic. That is stunning. And what's the other flavour then?
That one's my personal favourite. That one's passion fruit and ginger.
This one, passion fruit and ginger.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so it's your turn. I believe you're going to show me how to make marshmallows.
We are indeed. We're going to teach you how to make strawberry and basil marshmallows.
Lovely. Okay. My kitchen is your kitchen. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much. So to begin with, we've got glucose in the pan already, and then we're going to add in strawberry puree, sugar.
Yeah. I like sitting down watching other people working a bakery. I think it's a nice feeling, actually.
So we're just going to incorporate that fully.
So there's also some glucose in with the strawberry puree here.
Okay.
So you just do that to incorporate it.
So what you're doing in there, you're actually beginning to melt down the sugar.
I am melting down the sugar, yeah. Just incorporating the glucose, the sugar and the puree together. And we're going to bring that up to 112 degrees.
Okay. So you're using a thermometer at the moment to take it up to the temperature?
Yeah, so when you see it starting to foam, you know you should probably put your thermometer in and not burn your fingers on the steam at the same time, because it can get very quickly up to 112 now.
And here we've got some soaked gelatin leaves, which we've melted down, and this will go into the mix.
So that's the melted sugar going in?
Exactly, that's the sugar, the puree and the glucose going into the pan. Make sure that you've got your mixer on a really low speed, because otherwise it'll go absolutely everywhere, and we'd really rather people didn't burn themselves when they were making these at home.
Melted gelatin will stabilise the mixture, so you can increase the speed and mix for a good 12 minutes.
Okay, so that's been going for about 5 or 6 minutes already, and you can see it's doubled in volume and has gone a lot lighter. So what you do is leave it for about another 6 minutes, and you're looking for it to quadruple in volume. It should really fill to the top third of the bowl. And look out for a nice long drip off the whisk. You don't want to over whip it, otherwise it's going to be a really tough marshmallow. And then you just take it off your mixer and pour it, level it off with a palette knife so it's nice and even. And then you want to leave it for 4 to 6 hours to set. Just room temperature, you just want to cover it in greaseproof paper, which leads me beautifully on to one that...
So this is one that has been...
Yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
You dust it as well so that it doesn't stick to the greaseproof while it's setting.
This is a mix of corn flour and icing sugar, 50-50, because the icing sugar would absorb and the corn flour makes it stop. It doesn't absorb into the wet of the marshmallow.
That looks lovely. It's got a lovely, lovely feel to it as well, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So you just cut this up now, do you?
We do indeed, yes.
Okay.
Do you want to tip it out onto this?
Got the whole thing?
Yeah, go for it.
And now it's time for the big reveal. Over it goes onto the board. Peel back the food wrap. Nice marshmallow.
Done that before.
Lovely. It just needs dusting.
And then as you go, you can cut whatever shapes you like, Paul. You can get creative.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I'm going to cut square.
No. Well.
Do you use a hot blade to go through this, or does it matter?
Normally we would, yes.
Yeah, really hot blade, dipping it in water, bringing it out. I was going to say, it's quite awkward with a cold blade, isn't it? I think I'm going to try some anyway. That's really nice. And what's really interesting, there's something else in there as well.
There is indeed, yes. There's a hint of basil, which we add at the end of the mixing process.
That basil works. It does work really well.
It does really work. It's one of our most unusual combinations, but I really love it. I think it tastes delicious.
So I like drinking hot chocolate, and hot chocolate with a marshmallow in the top.
It is
just
perfect.
stirred in.
Yeah.
Makes a difference, and I'd like to try it, one of these sort of big fellas as well. That'd be fantastic.
You should.
I've seen how the Marshmallowists make their sweet treats, and later I'll be showing them my sticky toffee pudding, and they might add some of their marshmallow magic.
I think it needs one of those, 2 of your marshmallows sitting on the top. True sticky toffee pudding.